we'll see what we will see. I'll bring my horn with me. I'll be with you where the berries are blue. Yes, each afternoon we'll go. Yes, higher than the moon will go. To our wedding in June we'll go. Baba da di ba di sabe baba say, doing the willows play. Yes, love sweet melody, and all of these vows we made, baby, were never to be. Though we were partners, yes, you part of me still. For you were my thrill. Yeah, Blueberry Hill. Do say, Papa do deep baby, Papa say, Papa da da, yeah, man, yes.
you're here. Do you know where Riley is?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Are we kidding? When I find Riley, I'm giving her a piece of my mind. Christy, you go that way. I'm going this way.
Riley? Riley? Shh! Sorry. Riley?
Riley? Well, did you find her?
No, not yet.
I have an idea. You want to know what Riley loves most? Her bed. Come on, the room's this way.
She's probably sleeping.
Are we kidding?
Look, she's there.
Told you. Where could she be? We've looked everywhere.
She's gotta be here somewhere.
Did you hear that, Christy? The gym. Riley, do you know what time it is?
Showtime?
Hello, we have a production to do.
Sorry, I just wanted to hit.
There's no time for hitting. We gotta go.
Okay, just let me clean up first.
No, there's no time for cleanup. Production waits for no one.
Fine.
Yeah, Excuse me, Christy. Riley, you need to get dressed.
Oh, good. You found Riley.
Alyssa, go get our host. Go get dressed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, people, let's get it together.
Mr. Lewis, it's showtime.
From the cobwebs of retirement, your host, Tim Lewis.
Good evening. My name is Tim Lewis, and welcome to the second annual Linden Limelight Awards. Now, we live in interesting times, 300 years before Christ, before he was born. A Greek philosopher named Diogenes attempted to expose hypocrisy and sham in his society by moving about Athens holding a lantern to the faces of those he met in search of an honest man. I brought my lantern tonight, but more because I needed some extra light to see if I could actually read the script. You might be saying right now, who is this guy? Well, I am Tim Lewis. I was St. Johnsbury's first disco DJ, which is why I don't dance. Former State House correspondent for Vermont's first radio station and first television stations. And I'm a retired electronic journalism professor at the college where my parents met when the twin towers of Vale Manor over there first started hosting this college. So that's right, I am spawn of Linden. This is what your kids will look like. Tonight, we celebrate chemistry, communications, and the truths that are told by the talented people who can do both well. People like Thomas Drummond, who figured out in 1816 that by pointing a flame of hydrogen and oxygen at a piece of calcium chloroxide, it was a mineral known as quicklime, would cause a brilliant white light. And that lime light first lit a stage like this one in 1837, and it was in wide use in the 1860s before the electric arc lights snuffed out the flame. The intensity of the limelight made it useful as spotlights. The well-lit front and center of the stage was where every great actor wished to be, in the limelight. Tonight, Linden's storytelling students will step into the limelight to receive awards for their work in animation, illustration, graphic design, film, photography, the theater, and my old profession, journalism. Students submitted their best work for consideration. It was evaluated and scored by folks from beyond the university in order to get an outsider's perspective, and they chose tonight's winners. Thus, you are witnessing a final student assessment, as they say in the academy, and production of this awards program is also an assessment. It's a capstone project for the production team out there. So feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Oh, never mind. I've had too much doom scrolling going on. Now, a return to campus by a student, a staff member, or a retired faculty means a chance to see some old friends. And I have the pleasure now of introducing a former colleague of mine to hand out the Limelight Awards for Animation and Illustration. And as you may have heard in a movie somewhere, say hello to Professor Barclay Tucker and his little friend.
I'm really glad to be here, and so is Broccoli. Many people nowadays say that art is dead. That is not true. Art moved to Reno. Thank you. I have the pleasure of announcing our first category, which was Best Character Design, and here are your nominees. Ren by Fiona Perez-Razak. Dragon by Serafina Pacheco. Bug by Fiona Perez-Razak. And Goldie by Connor McGrath. And the winner is, drum roll, Ren by Fiona Perez-Razak. So Fiona could not make it, so I am getting the award. We'll make sure she gets it. All right. Next up is Best in Digital Illustration. Our nominations are Cat Noir by Serafina Pacheco, Moonlit by Fiona Perez-Razak, and Do It Again by Cooper Anderson, and finally, The Old Man's Demon by Prati Nath. And the winner is Chat Noir by Serafina Pacheco. can't see. And I will accept that for her as well. Broccoli's getting a lot of awards. The final category is for Best Physical Illustration. The nominees are Sydney Baird, Audrey Brown, Grace Allen, and Sydney Baird. And the winner is Sydney Baird. One. Oh, is she here?
Yep, so I'm
Oh.
gonna hand this to you, and you're
Okay.
gonna go hand it to her.
I'll go hand it to her. Oh, directions. Thank you so much for being here, and I will now turn the time over to an old friend of mine, Tim.
I believe they call that team teaching at its best, and you noticed both of their lips moved. Moving pictures debuted in the late 19th century and have fascinated, entertained, and enlightened audiences ever since. They have and also have been used for truth-telling as well as propaganda. Our next Limelight category is cinema. Our presenter is in the communications program here at Linden and has been playing basketball all his life, and it is very likely he's familiar with White Men Can't Jump, Hoosiers, Space Jam, and Hoop Dreams. Our presenter, Eric Luce, Hoop Dream, is to become the next Marv Albert or Johnny Most. And remember, Havlicek stole the ball. Havlicek stole the ball.
Hello, everyone. As Tim said, my name is Eric Luce. I'm a sophomore communications major from Leroy, New York. It's a small little town, 20 minutes outside of Rochester. And I'm an aspiring sports broadcaster here and in the program. And obviously, like he said, enjoy playing basketball in my free time. I'm not overly long-winded, so I'm going to jump straight into this one. Our first category is Best Directing. And your nominees are Steven Stylianesis with The 12 Pains of Christmas. Let's take a look.
Singing Christmas carols.
Sale TV special.
Batteries not included.
No parking.
Charities.
Gotta make them dinner.
5 months of pay.
I'm not sending them this year, that's it.
Shut up, you. Fine, you're so smart, you ring up the lights. And I made a Christmas tree.
Your second nominee is Shane McGinnis with Do You Want Some Drug?
Do you want a big stick? No, why would I want your big stick? It's big. I don't want your big stick. I've got a tape measure. It's a fun toy. Do you need help? Oh, I can measure. Oh. No, seriously. Okay. No, talk is okay. Do you want to have a party? What kind of party? A drug party. How creative. Thanks. It's my birthday. Happy birthday.
And the winner for Best Directing is Shane McGinnis with Do You Want Some Drug? Our second category is Best Film Under 10 Minutes. Let's have a look at your nominees. First one, Cooper Anderson with 2016.
But like, what about, what, him? That weirdo? What about him? If we don't mess with him, he doesn't mess with us, okay? Whatever. I mean, whatever. Bert, it's October. People are in the Halloween spirit. Look, he's leaving. He knows that we're not scared, okay? We're just gonna meet Hal at the car, okay? Get the stuff and go, okay? All right, let's go.
Your second nominee is Shane McGinnis with Hidden in the Dark.
That means you get first pick. What will you do? I'm gonna cup. Which cup? Either.
And your final nominee of the category is Sam Ziegler with Man's Best Friend.
Come, over here. Come. You're too close. Come here. Devil. Come. Come back. They're not more than $1. No. Good boy.
And the winner for Best Film Under 10 Minutes, Shane McGinnis, Hidden in the Dark. The third category is Best Short Film Under 2 Minutes. This category had a clear-cut winner. Let's take a look.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make you buzz. I do damage, and they can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson.
And your winner is Audrey Tembrell with Johnson Women's Basketball Hype Video. We will be accepting the award on her behalf. She is in the back directing the show. The fourth category is Best Narrative Film. Our first nominee is Riley McNamara with A Day in the Life. Our second nominee is Sam Ziegler with Brave. And your winner, Sam Ziegler with Brave. Congrats to all of our winners in the cinema category. With that being said, as any good basketball player does, I will pass the ball back to our host, Tim Lewis.
I think I just walked with the ball, but I've watched the NBA so much I don't think traveling is now a call. Now, film directing. That was actually what I originally wanted to do with my life when I grew up. But I also wanted to stay here in Vermont, and making films here was not going to put a roof over my head, food on the table, or any heating oil in the tank. So I found my way into electronic journalism, and that is where I made little films, documentaries, on a daily deadline, using only that which I captured that was real. Now, that sort of documentary in its strict formatting sometimes fell short of telling the whole truth about the story. But then along came director Rob Reiner with This Is Spinal Tap, This Is Spinal Tap 2, and a few others, and a mockumentary became a genre. Well, last fall, the Twilight Players' production of With Sincere Apologies, Hamlet, It's Tragic, became fodder for a Linden mockumentary. Here's that film.
My name is Barclay Tucker. and I am the director of Hamlet. Hamlet is the best, most magical play that has ever been written. It talks about the human condition in a way that no other play manages to discuss. And it's so applicable to every period that has been since it's been written. I am the one that drives the vision of the show. I am the one that is orchestrating where people are and helping them to understand the beauty of Shakespeare and the power of Hamlet.
Look, is it my turn yet? Because I feel like everyone else is taking ages.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern accent.
I've been told it's my turn already. You know, it's my turn, right? Look, it's my turn now, right? Look, I'll just go. Mad for thy love.
Hopefully they'll be able to carry out the vision that I have for this beautiful show.
What? You ever been to makeup? Yes, I've been through makeup. I did it myself.
Not well. Go get more plus.
Oh my god! I hate you!
How's mine?
These people.
It's Hamlet. It's a theatrical masterpiece. It's been a lot of work trying to execute the director's vision. It's my job to, protect that and ensure that. And so far, it's going pretty well.
Turn off the mics. Turn off the mics.
There's been a few little bumps.
Thank you for your patience while we dealt with that minor inconvenience.
But that's okay, that's why I'm there.
It will not happen again.
I just want everything to run smoothly.
We had a few minor problems come up during the production of the show. While demonstrating a particularly difficult set of blocking, our director fell off the stage and is now in the hospital with a minor brain injury and a broken leg.
They have passion.
I've never been in Hamilton. Oh, what was it? Not Hamilton.
Oh, I know everything there is to know about Shakespeare.
I've never been in a Shakespeare play.
I would call myself the world's premier expert on Shakespeare, actually.
But I've never been bad at one of these before. I mean, I'm good at the monologues. I never forget a single line. Great at the big emotions.
Stop leaving your shopping list on the props table.
You're a bad actor and you're a thief?
You're a bad actor.
Well, I kind of agree with them. I kind of agree with them.
You're a front character. Close your mouth. Here's the actual letter.
It's been a rough couple of months, but I think everyone has the capability to make this production incredible.
I'm hoping that this passion carries forward into the show and that those who come to see it will be able to feel of the passion that these individuals have.
My name is Ben.
You know what? Boo the king!
No, don't boo the king! Don't boo the king! I am a good king!
I play Rosencrantz, I think. But I kind of don't care. I'm just there.
I haven't really been here too long. I'm a quick learner. I can adapt quick. I'm very good at memorization. I don't really remember my lines. I still don't even know the story and what's happening, but it's gonna be fun.
I am so excited to be here, getting to perform with so many talented people. This is my first time getting to do a production. I couldn't be more happier doing a classic like Hamlet.
My weaknesses is extreme anxiety. That's why I have my cat.
We also learned not to bring our cats to rehearsal. That being said, the cat
One
is
thing
still
I
loose
can't get over.
somewhere in the theater. So if you do see it,
Cat?
please use the utmost amount of caution as it has become feral.
Why is the cat there? I don't.
I don't want any sort of slip up or mistake from anyone. Certainly not for myself.
And due to circumstances beyond our control, we will have to be cutting down this masterpiece of theater,
Cat
which
is
is normally
going to
4
ruin
hours,
this.
down to under 2 hours.
It is my job. It is my job to protect the director's vision. The cat is going to scratch it to pieces. Okay, the cat has to go.
Sorry, can I be mean? Okay, I feel bad saying this, but it feels really, messy.
My name's Otto Mabley Ward.
I'm the president and the producer of the Pilot Players for the semester. I am also the stage manager and the head of costumes.
And the head of marketing. I'll just fill in wherever people
I think that's it.
quit or say they can't do it anymore, or get eaten by a cat or whatever the heck happened there. But I just can't do it anymore.
My name is
sometimes.
Stefan Brown.
Let someone else do it.
Adam. I'm Jaden, and I'm the
Stage manager /
booth.
head of props. Box office.
I'm Brian. I am the technical director for this show.
Okay, so fun stuff just happened.
What is the name of the show?
Which we're not telling Otto about this. You're not telling Otto.
Sorry, it's been a mess.
So I show up today, and I go to preset my lights, and I go boom, go to next cue, and nothing happens. And I'm like, okay, this could be worse. Could be worse.
I think that this would go a lot smoother if we had
Go to next cue. It's gone. I save everything. I leave.
people from tech actually show up to tech. Would be great. You know, 2 people is kind of hard to do much.
And it's still gone. Nothing saved. So right now we're in the process of doing everything from scratch.
Kind of hard to move a couch for 2 people.
Which gives us an hour and 30 minutes to get this done, and I don't think we can. And now I'm gonna go freak out and not tell Otto while we figure out our mics, which now aren't working. We're adding to the list of things that I didn't sign up for.
Are you on camera?
Yes, I am.
Dude, can I join in?
Sure.
Fantastic.
Great.
I'm just happy to be here.
You should have been Hamlet, honestly.
I mean, it's a great time.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's good to see somebody agreeing with me for once.
Yeah.
I've been saying this.
Yeah, because
they
everyone
should have
can
cast
boo
me
you
as
on
Hamlet.
stage when you suck.
The cast is amazing. Everybody's been doing really good.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Everybody expresses that I have some favoritism going on with the director, but I don't think so. I mean, I promised to do dishes for a month so that I could be here, but he just needed that little bit extra push.
My roles are the priest, a courtier, a player villain, and a ghost, because I'm a ghost now.
I think this show is pretty interesting.
I was really sad that I didn't get a lot of parts, and I was like, oh no, I didn't get a part. And they were like, oh, here, have the ghost and all that. And I'm like, oh yeah, so I'm really happy about that.
Before the play started, I didn't really know a lot of these people that well. And I happened to start knowing Maya, who's playing Ophelia, quite well. I get distracted easily.
My dad was helping the play here with funding, with costumes and lighting, I guess.
I don't know what I did. Maybe I loved her too much.
And then I got the other part, which was very weirdly, conveniently timed too.
I am kind of frustrated with Jay, but I don't know.
I have some thoughts.
Scene where Hamlet considers killing his uncle as he's kneeling on the altar.
Now there you are. What were you doing with my Ophelia? What were you doing with her? I saw the two of you together up here.
That recording took a few tries to get right, but I think I nailed it in the end.
I managed to open bait by way towards the guild.
I'm in the middle of an interview.
Like, I know that you have issues with me because I haven't been so focused, but
What do you-
I can hear the things you say on stage, and that is not okay.
Are you kidding?
Do you think I'm not focused?
What is this like middle
Does it
school
look like I'm
drama
focused?
shit? What are you doing with? This is. Can we get him out of here?
Everybody wanted to do a musical.
Did you vote for Hamlet?
They lied about
Did
the
you vote
vote.
for the musical? What did you vote for?
Literally nothing.
You didn't even vote?
No, you want me to vote for
What
this?
the
I had control of all of the club's funds.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. What? This should have been a musical! Voting was rigged, the director bought you all out!
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Say it back.
Hi!
No, you're not my mother.
I don't care.
Get here, Laertes. Aboard! Aboard for shame. If that's like a musical, very like a Good, my lord. Bye indeed. People do like to talk about me. I am slain! Slain, I said! Slain! What's the matter, Ophelia? I'm the best one here. That made him mad. I'm just a good actor, in general. I give my heart consent. I beseech you, Lord, give him leave to go. I mean, I've been told everyone gets along with me. I'm friendly. I'm on the baseball team, you know? Oh, you're filming. Look. You can focus on me. There's nobody on stage right now.
They only ask the most friendly guys to go there. So, makes sense to me.
Come up. Look at me. Look, you can see my beautiful outfit.
They always put me as good characters, because I'm funny. I'm always told I'm funny. My mom always thought I'd be a comedian when I grew up. But no, acting it was. Not that I'm unhappy.
Jay, the scene is over. No, Jay, this is my best scene. I know they're not laughing as much as usual, but I'm still really funny.
Actors make money.
No, come on, man. You can't pull me.
Can I get some help here? Yeah, you can.
Connie, not you too. I thought we were friends. No, come on. It's getting clear. Save me away. Save me. Come on, I could be your favorite. Give me a try. Save me.
I'll be famous one day.
Tree.
Can't you tell by my face? Closing thoughts. I feel like people are always giving those, and really they're just an excuse to say some stuff nobody cares about. You know, really, I get to the important stuff. I get right into the deep core of the message, you know. I'm only talking about the stuff that people really need to hear. The most entertaining stuff, the funniest stuff there is. I mean, why am I gonna go on a long tangent about something that doesn't matter?
This is too long.
Who would do that?
I think another round of applause for the director who's sitting over there. Now, theater companies many times don't have someone doing a mockumentary on them. Instead, they record their individual productions for posterity with photographs. It is how we can look back at the shows mounted here in the Alexander Twilight Theater, many times under the auspices of Professor Richard Portner. The photographs have been capturing truth since the daguerreotypes in the 1850s and photographs and stereo views of the Civil War by Matthew Brady and others in the 1860s. Now, since then, the chemical-based image capturing methods have been eclipsed by the digital formats that provide for instant review and greater storage for all of your selfies. Make sure you log them so you can find them later. I have pictures I can't identify from my youth. Anyways, here to present the 2026 Limelight Awards in digital and chemical photography is Christy Switzer.
Thank you, Tim. Good evening, everyone. For those who might not know me, my name is Christy, and I'm a commuter student in the communications department. I'm an alum of what some people remember as Northern Vermont University, where I attended their psychology department and graduated in 2023 from the Johnson campus. After working, yes, you can applause. It's a great campus. After working within residential life, I decided to come back and further my education and try something that always sparked my interest. Being in communications has taught me so many things. It's taught me how to create videos, how to build skills in group projects, and how to market my ideas. Specifically in photography, I've focused more on dance and art. However, I have taken photographs of bands at our local Greg Fest, and I've taken photos for some well-known groups who have produced famous artists. I'd like to now turn it back to our following categories, and I'll be moving into digital photography. We have our first category in nature, and the nominees are Sydney Berard, Riley McNamara, and Sydney Berard. And the winner is Sydney Berard. Moving into our second category, we have Best Portrait. And the nominees are Lillian Provencher, Jay Haywood, Lillian Provencher, and Lillian Provencher. And our winner is Jay Haywood. Unfortunately, Jay could not be here tonight, so we will be accepting the award on his behalf. The nominees for our third category are in Best Concept Theme, and they are Riley McNamara, Wes Potter, and Sydney Berard. And our winner is Wes Potter. Okay, we are moving into our final category, and it is for Best Overall Photo. And the nominees are Lillian Provencher, Sydney Berard, Lillian Provencher, and Sydney Berard. And our winner is Sydney Berard. Now we are going to move into our film photography category. And we're going to start with our first category in nature. And our nominees are Riley McNamara, Audrey Tembrell, Riley McNamara, and Phoenix Bulger. And our winner is Audrey Tembrell. Our lovely Audrey is directing the show tonight, so she cannot come up here, but we are accepting the award on her behalf. Moving into our second category, we have Best Portrait. And the nominees are Jane Jackson, Riley McNamara, and Brazos Tolles. And our winner is Riley McNamara. Riley is helping backstage, so she is busy, but we are accepting the award on her behalf. We are now going to move into our best concept theme. And we had a clear-cut winner for this category. The winner is Audrey Tembrell. Again, she is directing, so we are accepting it on her behalf. Moving into our final category, which is Best Exposure. The nominees are Riley McNamara, Audrey Tembrell, Riley McNamara, and Riley McNamara. And our winner is Audrey Tembrell. Again, we will be accepting it on her behalf. I am now going to turn it back over to Tim Lewis.
Personally, I'm so thrilled that Audrey has kept directing because I worked out a deal with her to give me my best exposure and my best side. Just as a single image can tell a story and reveal a truth, sometimes a single performer on a stool with his guitar and a microphone can do the same thing. Alone in the limelight, they bring another type of truth. Now, our next student performer has been doing that since he was in the 3rd grade in his hometown of Las Vegas. He now calls Linden home and is in his 2nd year studying data science and applied statistics. That makes perfect sense if you also know that he plays on the Hornet men's baseball team. That would seem to make the possibility that there's a Moneyball in his future. And if not, he still has the guitar and his music. From a hometown that has celebrated and hosted artists with just a single name like Adele, Cher, Elvis, Prince, Madonna, Sting. I knew I should have written more. You're seeing it all right now. may I present Matsy.
If you all know any of the songs I'm about to play, please feel free to sing along.
Tell me, lover, now that you made your change, was your soul rediscovered? Was your heart rearranged? Are you still taking pills in the morning? Or did you lose that longing now? For a walk through an ocean town? 'Cause this town's just an ocean now. You don't hate the summers, you're just afraid of the space. Asking strangers for answers, to forget what they say. A boat beside a dock in the sunlight, and nothing but the water and the sunrise now. Just to walk through an open room, 'cause this town's just an ocean now. Man, I miss this place, your head and your heart. And my dad still tells me when they're playing your songs, laughing at the way that you would say, if only baby there were cameras in the traffic lights. They make me a star, they make me a star. I wanna go to Maine. I wanna go to Maine. Dad, I miss this place, your head and your heart. And my dad still tells me when they're playing your songs, laughing at the way that you would say, if only baby there were cameras in the traffic lights. They make me a star, they make me a star. I wanna go to Maine. I wanna go to Maine. God, tell me, lover, once you've had your change of heart. 'Cause we're no more than the fossils on Crescent Beach State Park, and we used to sing along at church bells on Sundays. And can you even hear it from the subway now? And I hope that we make you proud, 'cause this town's just an ocean now. When I was younger, I should've known better, and I don't feel no remorse. place your head between my collar and jaw. I don't know much, but there's no way at all. And I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. 'Cause if I say I miss you, I know that you won't. But I miss you in the morning when I see the sun. Something in the orange tells me we're not. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. You say you've been waiting all night. There's orange dancing in your eyes from moonlight. Your voice only trembles when you try to speak. Take me back to what dancing this would used to be. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. If you leave today, I'll just stare at the way the orange touches all things around. Grass, trees, and dew, how I just hate you. Please turn those headlights around. Please turn those headlights around. And I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is you now. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think
I missing? Oh. I can confirm that he does play baseball. He did dress rehearsal last night in the uniform. I tried to convince him that that was what he should wear. And if Moneyball doesn't work out, because he can sing, I assume the Banana Ball folks would be interested as well. Now, a single graphic, kind of like that, can represent many things. And the design of that graphic is not just happenstance. It is a well thought out design to communicate the truth of what it stands for or what the corporation would like it to stand for. So here to present the 2026 Limelight Awards in graphic design is alumna Ellen Tierney. And she dressed up for the occasion.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ellen Tierney. I graduated just a few years ago from here at Linden. I'll keep this quick, mostly because I was definitely the student who preferred to communicate through design and not a microphone. It's so lovely to be back on this beautiful campus. When I first came to Linden, I don't think I fully understand what people meant when they talked about the community here. As a graphic designer, that kind of environment mattered more than I realized at the time. Design is very personal. It's about putting your perspective out into the world, connecting to the purpose of things, and learning from those around you. Having a place where that felt safe, where people genuinely cared about my growth, made it a lot easier to take those risks and actually begin to find my voice. I carried that with me after graduating and still feel it now while working towards my master's at UVM. I miss Linden a lot at UVM, I will say. I owe many of my successes since leaving here to the connections that I made, including my recent work with Ski Vermont, who actually just asked me for another round of posters this year. The skills matter. Thank you. The skills matter, of course, but what stuck with me most was the confidence that came from being a part of a community that showed up for me when it mattered and showed me that showing up for each other matters too. So if you're sitting here tonight as a student, which I know many of you are, I would encourage you to lean into that community as much as you can. That's what shapes not just your experience here, but the work that you will go on to create. And tonight we get to celebrate a lot of that work. So our first category in graphic design is Best Logo. Let's take a look at some of the nominees. The first is the VRLC graphic by Audrey Tembrell. Yes. Wet Nose Wagging Tail by Lillian Preventure. Food for All Vermont by Lillian Preventure. And your winner is Food for All Vermont by Lillian Preventure. Okay, next up is Best Poster, and here are your nominees. Greg Fest Poster by Lillian Preventure. VAF Poster by Lillian Preventure. Saturn Rings by Ian Tembrell. And 36 Days of Type by Lillian Preventure. I love hearing all the oohs and ahs, that's very fun. And your winner is the VAF Poster by Lillian Preventure.
Thank you. I would like to share that the illustration on the poster was done by Chloe Bouchard. Yeah! She's up there in the back
And next up is Best Multi-Graphic Layout. And here are your nominees. The first is Food for All Vermont, brochure by Lillian Preventure, and Menu by Audrey Tembrell. And your winner is Food for All Vermont, brochure by Lillian Preventure. Okay, and our final category is Best Overall Graphic Design, and here are your nominees. Vermont Custom Masonry Business Card by Leah Maishi, Vermont Graphic by Sydney Berard, Bezold Colorways by Fiona Perez-Razak, and Postage Stamps by Lillian Preventure. And your winner is Bezold Colorways by Fiona Perez-Razak. She is unable to make it, so we are accepting this on her behalf. One final congrats to all of our winners and finalists, and Tim, I'm turning it back to you.
Last Saturday was Edward R. Murrow's birthday. He was born in Polecat Creek, North Carolina. He would come of age in the Pacific Northwest, and with his Murrow boys, he brought Adolf Hitler's rise to power back to the United States through the CBS radio network, beginning in 1937. Next month, on May 22nd, the CBS radio network will go silent. Radio is what you guys call podcasts these days. But it was another source of trusted information for American citizens, and soon it will be gone. Murrow left CBS News. You should check out George Clooney's Good Night and Good Luck movie if you want to know more about that. And he was appointed by President John F. Kennedy to run the U.S. Information Agency and its Voice of America, a source of trusted information for people overseas who were looking for some truth. President Trump ordered the Voice of America shut down in March of 2025. However, last month, a federal judge ordered the VOA be put back on the air. Perhaps we shall see. For those of you following along in communications corporate news, last month, Tegna and Nexstar also got FCC approval to merge and become one corporate voice for 80% of the nation's households. Again, some voices lost. The FCC is threatening to the broadcast licenses of ABC for a joke by Jimmy Kimmel. We, the people, who are the government of the United States, now have fewer sources of news and information that we need in order to be free and self-governing. And our First Amendment right to free speech and access to a free press is under attack because of a picture of some seashells on a seashore. And yet, the Linden journalism program that started in the mid-1970s and became nationally recognized continues to produce new student journalism students dedicated to performing their role in the U.S. democracy. James Salvis, of the class of 2025, is here to present the Limelight Awards in this category. James.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Salvis. I am a recent college graduate of Vermont State University, Linden. Got my bachelor's degree in communications last May. A little bit more about me. I'm from a small town in Vermont called Morrisville, Vermont, about an hour or so away from here. I'm a sports commentator, and I have experience calling many different sports, as well as this past winter, I got the opportunity to commentate women's ice hockey at Norwich, so that was a new sport to cross off my list. I really had no prior experience commentating hockey games until this past season when Norwich gave me my first big break as a commentator, so to speak. Calling games for the eventual number 2 ranked team in Division III women's ice hockey was something I couldn't imagine doing at this stage in my career, and it led to me calling the biggest game of my career, an NCAA tournament quarterfinal game in which Norwich won. I also commentate high school baseball games at Hazen Union in Hardwick, Vermont, for a company called Hardwick Community Television, as well as calling baseball games. During the summer, you can catch me on WDEV's radio waves calling stock car races at Thunder Road. Finally, I will be starting graduate school at Norwich University this fall, pursuing my Master's of Science in Leadership with a concentration in organizational leadership. On top of that, I will be getting valuable experience in my field as I have accepted a position to become the graduate assistant in the athletic communications department at Norwich. None of this would have been possible without all the hands-on learning experience I received from my time as a VTSU Linden communications student. Folks, I will be, and when I was asked to speak at the Limelight Awards again this year, I was honored and it was a no-brainer. Folks, I'll be presenting the Journalism Awards. So our first category in the journalism section is Best Breakout Director. This subcategory had a clear-cut winner. Let's take a look.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the
I'm Paul Nesky, and I'm president of the Sterling View Cooperative Community.
My name is Pat Harvey, and I am on the Health and Wellness Committee in the park.
My name is Jan Kuhn, and I am the secretary of the board for the Sterling View Cooperative Community.
How long have you been here at Sterling View?
12 years.
I've lived here for 9 years.
We have been here about 3 years, 2 years as a renter, and we now own. We're excited by that.
Today we're celebrating the 4th of July.
This is where the commentators would do the soundtrack if we had the script.
And your winner for this category is Shane McGinnis. Next up in the journalism category is Best Podcast, and here are your nominees. The Hornet Hustle, Episode 1.
You have ended up having a lot of injuries in your college career and high school career, correct?
Yes.
So, I guess, is there anything like that you learned from a previous injury that you're applying to like what this injury is now, or is it like each one's a new like battle to choose?
I think each one is definitely different in their own way. I think depending on like how it impacts me as a whole, whether like I have to sit there and not play at all versus like if I can do stuff and I'm just in pain.
The Hornet Hustle Episode 2.
What I'm most excited for is the relationships I'm going to build this year, the memories that I'm going to gain this year, and just being able to look back by the time I'm done and look back 10 years later and be like, man, I really got the most out of my college experience. And I had so many great guys that I played basketball with, and this is a phenomenal memory or a phenomenal relationship that I've made.
The Hornet Hustle Episode 3.
This week's guest is a Linden alumni, an avid coffee lover from Newport, and a former hockey star.
Thanks for having me. I'm Nate Stewart. I'm an assistant baseball coach here at Vermont State University.
I'm also head resident. I attended Linden from 2015 to 2017, where I played baseball and I studied elementary education. I actually chose Linden because it's close to home for me, small class sizes, and it gave me the opportunity to play baseball.
And the final nominee is the Hornet Hustle Episode 4.
Do you have a hot take for us this week?
It's a little controversial, but
Brace yourselves.
my hot take is that I personally feel like Aaron Judge is a little overrated.
Wow.
I mean, I'm a Red Sox fan, so I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I am too, but like I like Aaron Judge. Like I can't lie.
And your winner is the Hornet Hustle Podcast, Episode 4 by Riley McNamara, Quinn Bressler, and Sean Dutton. Quinn and Riley will come up and receive their awards. Next up in the Journalism Awards is Best Sports Story. The nominees are Max Kocha and Eric Luce, VTSU Linden versus VTSU Randolph. Clip 1.
Yeah, going out 2-0 to a young Hornets team could really discourage the Randolph Knights. We'll see if they can have another
Capitalize here.
opportunity like that.
Here's the
Van
crossover.
Ols,
Here's a
CrossFit.
header.
Header by Benson! Honey Benson with the header! Oh my God!
Honey Benson
Oh
with the
my
header.
God! The
Oh my
Linden
God.
Hornets!
Next up is Max Kocha, VTSU Linden versus VTSU Johnson Soccer. Clip 3.
And the Hornets score. First goal of the season for the Hornets, 2-1 now.
And up next is Max Kocha and Eric Luce, VTSU Randolph versus VTSU Linden. Clip 2.
Wilson gets by. Oh, little shot on goal. Will it sneak past?
Oh, it
sneaks past! Oh! 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 And the Hornets are on the Hornets score! Sidney Clune!
The Hornets scored!
And your winner is Max Kocha and Eric Luce, VTSU Randolph versus VTSU Linden. Clip 2. Our final category is Best Overall Story in Any Modality. This category had a clear-cut winner. Once again, let's take a look.
How do you like your eyes? How do you like your eyes?
I mean, it's great to see how many people have turned out here and know that there is still humanity and that there's still good people in the world, because all that we see on social media is everything bad that's been happening. And of course it's awful, but it's so great to see all these people coming out, especially in the NEK, and knowing that like we are one of the whitest states in the US, and yet there's so many people who really don't agree with what's happening. It's beautiful to see. It's really like, it's a tearjerker. So it's just great. I love it. I love our community. I love seeing all these people here and protesting, children, seniors, anyone in between. It's just a really great thing to see. So yeah.
And your winner is Paige Lenahan. Paige is on our crew this evening, so we'll be accepting this award on her behalf. Once again, one final congratulations to all of our winners. Tim, I'm turning it back to you.
I think I heard at least 2 possible contenders for Johnny Most's job and or something in the Brazilian soccer league so they can scream, "Go!" But I digress. Thanks, James. Earlier, we had a shout out to actor, film director Rob Reiner, who died in the last 12 months. And if you still don't know who Rob Reiner is, think Princess Bride, All in the Family, and Stand By Me. The Linden Communications community also lost one of its founders this past year. Richard John Portner was born, raised, and educated in Minnesota. At St. Cloud State, he met another theater kid, Therese Louise Erickson, while they were on a USO tour in Germany. Dick married Terry in July 1966 and came east to Emerson College for graduate work. He also, and she did summer work in theaters in Maine and in New Hampshire. Dick Portner started teaching here at Linden in 1977. Each fall, he would guide students through 12 one-act plays while also directing 2 main stage productions each year. Here. Dick and Terry both taught in the communications program. He, David Ballou, and Russ Bayless brought the live television, to Linden in 1980. They are the godfathers of LSC TV. Dick was a gentle and caring mentor to generations of aspiring artists, communicators, and to this broadcast news refugee as I entered my Linden teaching gig in the fall of 1999. Richard J. Portner, Linden Professor of Humanities Emeritus, died on October 26, 2025, joining his wife Terry in the limelight of the afterlife. He and she are missed. Finally, on one point of personal privilege, I would like to say, do not confuse limelight with gaslight. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse that makes someone doubt their sanity, their memories, or their reality. It's derived from a 1938 British play where a genteel husband uses lies and manipulation to isolate his heiress wife and persuade her that she is mentally ill so that he can steal from her. These days, a gaslighter persistently puts forth a false narrative in order to manipulate. Such manipulation can only be thwarted by access to the truth about the reality we live in. Tomorrow, some Americans will hold a May Day demonstration, and in November, it is time for we, the people, to go vote. So, I think it's time to break out your Diogenes lamp, perhaps some limelight in search of an honest man. We, the people, must vote to continue the 250-year-old democratic experiment we are in there, and a little limelight would help. Good night. Good luck.
When skies are cloudy and gray, they're only gray for a day. So wrap your troubles and dream your troubles away. Until that sunshine peeps through, there's only one thing to do. Just wrap your troubles in dreams and dream all your troubles away. Your castles may tumble, that's fate after all. Life's really funny that way. No use to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you king for a day? Just remember that sunshine always follows the rain. So wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles away. Your castles may tumble, that's fate after all. Life's really funny that way. But no need to grumble, smile as they fall. Weren't you king for a day? Just remember that sunshine always follows the rain. So wrap your troubles in dreams and dream your troubles away.